radio app.
Schizo Kitty is Desert's premier high-end erotic boutique.
Hey
Right
guys,
now, purchase $50
what a
worth of
shitty-
merchandise from Schizo Kitty for just $25. Go to 93.7 KC.
And an even worse camera. I'm coming to you live on You're Wronged. I'm Jeffrey. I found that stunning AMS 531 2020, 28 pounds of the asteroid Vesta. I forgot this microphone is really bad, so I'm going to be a little loud. Let me turn this up. They're not like you got to say, oh, that is the moon. And that is my studio part of it. Hi. I would like you to be a part of my life right now so you can understand that, well, I don't know, maybe you can help me understand. I'm alive. I had a heart attack last week, and I'm here at my beautiful, beautiful studio in Palm Springs. And that's what's going on. Let me give you a view of me. Let's see. So I got live for a reason, so you can see what I'm up to. For those of you that are into meteorites and everything else, I love you and thank you for subscribing. Oh my goodness, I watch my viewership grow. I apologize that I have not been able to provide new videos or organize it in a way that, you know, makes me a rock and roll star. But welcome to my studio, and that is the moon. And you're coming to me from my computer camera, so it's not going to be really good. But here's the thing. It's important that the people around me and the people in the world understand that you never give up. You never die easy. And I'm not going to do that. I know so many of you would like to purchase part of my Fireball, and I'm working on that, but see, money's never been important to me. What is important to me is justice and helping other people and blah, blah, blah. And if you're in a foreign culture or foreign country, thank you for joining me. Oh my goodness. Thank you all for subscribing. I am just amazed at how wonderful your comments have been. And yeah, I know what I have. I've known since the day I found it. Well, I knew it was a Howardite, that particular one. And I am still, it has been such a treacherous journey that I don't even try anymore. I know what I have, but I know what I have here. Look at my gorgeous studio. This is just part. And I know many of you want a piece of the action, and many of you want a piece of my meteorite and meteorites. And I'm happy to oblige. It'll come. But in the meanwhile, please enjoy any videos you can find. I recommend Carbonation Chondrite Class, AMS 531 2020, any of them. Just scroll down. I'm on the first page of everything. Jeffrey Spakes Artist, Spakes Art, Angry Artist, Meteor Wronged, Dog Meteorites, DOG Meteorites. Any of those have some neat videos and stuff like that. I've done the best I can with my limited abilities. But what I am not limited with is the fact that I walk with spirit, and whatever definition that is for you. Spirit's also quantum physics and particle entanglement, and it's really complicated. And that's why many of you don't understand me. had an incredible journey, and it culminated with a wonderful, wonderful adventure with some evil people that I had to learn that there was evil in the world. And so I stand before you really by a miracle. Had a heart attack last week, and I shouldn't be this excited, but I'm at my studio, and there's that beautiful moon above the mountain where I found the meteorite. And so allow me to enjoy my life, and I invite you to enjoy it with me. I'm just going to tilt the camera, and I'm going to go about my business of creating art and space. And yeah, oh, there's the camera. Oops. Let me stand in front of that. Anyway, I am Jeffrey Spakes, the artist. Spakes Art. You're going to see a lot of things on there that maybe you don't agree with or whatever. I live my life as an artist. I am a living, breathing artist. And I've had the most incredible journey the last 33 years here in this desert. And it culminated with me finding the most photographed, the most documented, the most reported fireball in American history. In American history. January 29th, 2020, at 10:35 p.m., I think it is, you'll see space debris entered the atmosphere. And then that's reported by Mr. Hankey at not the hanky, but Mr. Hankey at American Meteorite Services Society, whatever. And though I have not had any personal contact with him, I've sure tried over the last 3 years, but Mr. Hankey does not reply to my report. Well, that's Mr. Hankey's problem. Let me tell you what it is. It's the asteroid Vesta, Vesta. It's been proven by an isotope test from the good doctor Karen Ziegler at the University of New Mexico Center for Stable Isotopes. And it has to travel from there further on. Some of you have seen some of my other videos where people stole the impact site. They didn't steal it. You can't take it. It's right there. It's on the mountain behind me, the one that the moon's above, 7 miles up. I'm at the base of that mountain. This has been my studio for 13 years. Thank you for joining me. Peace, love, and chicken grease. I'm doing my video here so I can turn on the music instead of doing YouTube. Instead of doing Facebook, they don't let me play music. So I'm not here to get your money. I don't need money. I'm rich. I'm rich beyond belief. But I want you to understand that I found what I found. I proved it that night. And there are many people in this industry that for some reason just can't bring themselves to admit it. I don't look like a scientist. I don't look like a biologist. I don't think I look like anybody that you'd want to meet in a dark alley either. But let me tell you why. Because there's evil in this world. And they did not want you to know that I prayed. And I said, Spirit, how do I get to live here? And Spirit said, take pictures of rocks. So I did. And within 15 minutes, you can see the videos. Look at the one for 6/3/2020. You'll see my toes in the middle of an impact site. I used those to borrow the money to purchase the impact site. And my partner, who runs the Department of Public Health in San Francisco, SFDPH, His name is Bruce Oksenia. Well, he had a stroke because he didn't believe in spirit before me. And when spirit proved itself, he lost his mind. And then two awful people, Leslie Wheeler of Palm Springs, California, and Robert Bob Gerbeau, a licensed real estate agent in the state of California. Now, they loaned me the money overnight. I had $175,000 because I proved to them what I had. They were holding in their hand the meteorite I call the Guillotier, the same one that Dr. Karen Ziegler refused to test for almost 2 years until I told her that I'd already tested it, that I already proved that it was a meteorite, and I documented it on my channel called Meteor Wrong. Once she saw that, once all the other scientists saw it, well, she was pressured in. And she went ahead and tested it. Thank you, Dr. Karen Ziegler. And what did you tell us? It's not Mars. But you couldn't go ahead and say it's that stuff, although your test proved it. So if I'm offending you, or I'm making you feel bad, or I'm making you not seem like the scientist you should be, well, that's not my problem. These are facts that I back up with emails, with texts, with phone calls, with tests, with science. You know science, don't you, Ziegler? I believe you do. But do you do it right? Who knows? Let's see what you can accomplish now. So, enjoy my studio. I'm just rearranging stuff and enjoying my fire. But I'm also doing some legal work right now, which means, well, apparently I'm not supposed to threaten people. So I'm not threatening you. I promise you guys that I've lost a shitload of money in the last 3 years while you have had my rocks, while you've stolen my property, while you have thrown away my life. I'm Jeffrey Spix, the artist. On that mountain behind me, why is that doing that? On the mountain behind me, I found the impact site for AMS 531-2020, 28 pounds of the asteroid Vesta. And I've proven it. I made countless videos showing it. And everybody around me, everybody I trusted, my caregivers, Leslie Wheeler, this is my power of attorney, my healthcare directive. Bruce Oksenia was my fiance, but he had a stroke after I showed him what I found. He literally had a stroke, folks. He went in a hospital. I've spoken to him 3 times in the last 3 years. As Leslie Wheeler and Bob Gerbeau escorted my mentally ill 80-year-old partner through the process of stealing my property, throwing away millions of dollars worth of antiques. They don't know because they never, ever cared. Once I showed them the scientific proof, the evidence that I collected from covalent metrology in Sunnyvale, California, and I showed the 3 of them that, they gaslit me, promised me an estate attorney, and then they showed up without him. Paul J. Boychik. His father was an Apollo astronaut. Now they showed up without him, and I signed over all my rights to them because I trusted them. And then when they did not come through, I called Paul Boychik, the attorney in the state of California, because Leslie Wheeler and Bob Grabeau told me that he had a court appointment and he could not show up. But when I asked the fine attorney, or the semi-fine, or the lying piece of shit, who knows? At least he was honest with me. I said, okay, so when I subpoena your ass and the court records, it's going to show that you were in court, right? Well, he told me on a Saturday, no, it's not. I was not in court. I just didn't come. Isn't that right, Paul? I'm Jeffrey Spakes, the artist. I found the most significant impact site in the history of America 3 years ago. AMS 531-2020. Every single scientist in the world knows I did. I could tell by the 15,000 views you've given me. Thank you. I love you guys. I can tell by the 6,000 views of this single video. There's not many of you out there that give a rat's ass about a meteorite. But those of you that do, from 22 different countries, thank you. I wish I spoke all of your languages. Now, unfortunately, that magnificent discovery that was 123 days old when I found it has been spoiled. Let me give you the list of people. So I followed what the program is, and I sent after I'd already proven it with my own science and others, I sent it off to Geolabs. Geolabs sent me back 4 samples that I sent in. We're sorry, you don't have a meteorite. It's not magnetic. I'm sorry, but there was still a magnet attached to it when you sent it back. Dr. Hudson, Melinda, how you doing, baby? Up there at CMPSLU. Well, that would be forgive me. 3 days after their research assistant passed away, I found this fireball and I contacted her and I told her what I had. And she was so busy. She was so bitchy that I would have to call her boss, Alex, to get her to respond. Hey, Alex, thank you. Now that woman stalled over and over and over and over and over and over. Cascadia Meteorite Laboratories. That's who they are. Well, finally, she gave me permission. She gave me my ticket to go see Dr. Karen Ziegler, and I went down there to University of New Mexico, Center for Stable Isotopes. I ended up in the Institute of Meteoritics, where I met Zach and Bertoldi and Blakely. And I handed over what I was told, if it was true, that I was handing them only the second real meteorite ever to come into the Institute of Meteoritics in the history of the University of New Mexico. And guess what? It turned out to be a meteorite. It sure did, from the asteroid Vesta. And it proved panspermia. It proved so many things. It was the freshest fall ever recovered. Most witnessed, most photographed, most documented by not only radar, but if you Google images, January 29th, 2020, Southern California, fireball, guess what? Hundreds of videos. One was Skycam 6, and it shows it flying, and you can see my meteorites flying. The ones I have here match the ones in the sky. Oh, And if you don't believe that, check out the 1,000 or so videos that are online that I've posted, that I've proven this, that you all have responded to, subscribed, and made me, well, the most hated man on the planet. So rather than this fireball creating great wealth and all this, my art does that for me. My heart does that for me. And my work does that for me. I'm already the richest man on the planet. But then I became ultimately wealthy. And what happened is the three people, why is that going out? The scumdog millionaires, they ain't got no freaking money. And my fiance decided that they wanted to steal it from me, or they just wanted to screw up the whole thing, and so they sure did. So they manipulated my husband, who had a stroke while I was in escrow on the property. Came out a different person. Came out a baby. Came out someone who couldn't understand right from left, who couldn't use his phone. And now he's still running the health department in San Francisco? Are you kidding me? Has anybody checked on Bruce Oksenia to make sure he's sane? Because what he did, along with Leslie Wheeler of Palm Springs, California, and Robert Bob Grabeau, licensed real estate agent in the state of California, soon to be ex, they stepped all over it. I went up to the impact site. I protected it with all my might, while my partner had my navigator towed away, had my studio closed, had my gallery shut down. He is my partner. We had joint bank accounts. We traveled 93 luxury vacations in 6 years. I know you should be jealous. They thought they made me homeless. The earth is my home. You can't make me homeless. They thought they took my studio, and they did. About $100,000 worth of equipment, they gave it away. Had people throw it away. Yes, they did. Just last month. They sure did. They stole the impact site, rolled over it with giant containers to remove my studio. This is my studio here. Can you imagine what they threw away up there? This is only part of it. This isn't even an acre of it. There's 10 acres here. Okay, the full metal shop's that way. The cut stone over here, countertops, whatever you need. Okay? I'm not going to go any further. It's been my studio for 13 years. You can't challenge me. If you want to see my artwork, Google Spakes Art. Google Palm Springs New Year's. Any year from 2016 on. You'll see my work. It's the giant tree that shoots fireworks out the top. And you're going to tell me that I'm not reliable? That I don't know what I'm talking about? How about you, Riverside County Detective Agent Chapa? How about you, you big-ass bully? Do you remember telling me how you were going to bust me in my house? Do you remember telling me how you couldn't wait to put my dog in a pound? 9 years he's been with me every single day. And you're going to throw my dog in a pound because you're this little short motherfucker with a bulletproof vest working for the scumdog millionaires? I'm here, Dr. Chapa. I hope you don't have children, because if you do, I feel for them. You are a pathetic excuse for an officer. Right there, the people came that were robbing me, and I told you they were. And what did you tell me? I'm coming back for you. I'm going to be here. They gave me a key. You have a key to my house. So what? You lucky dog. How much community money, how much gas did you waste going back to my house to see if I was there? I wasn't there. I'm here in my beautiful studio in Palm Springs, California, where people save their whole lives to come. I've lived here 33 years. I know this mountain. I know what I'm talking about. I may not, YouTube, emails, things like that. No, I don't. I have my disabilities. I do. I have CPTSD, and I'm sick and tired of you fucks. Check out my channel, Leslie Wheeler of Palm Springs, California, you pathetic piece of crap. Robert Bob Grabeau, licensed real estate. Guess what? These videos, okay, sold. What are they going to do in court? They're going to prove that you guys have been scumdog millionaires and you stood in every single way and you tried to drive me insane. And you did. But I survived. I survived to do these. Enjoy my studio. Putzes.
Tension is getting harder. I'm not too full. Head underwater. Got a relationship. In mind, got a relationship. Got a relationship. Oh, in my girl. Got a relationship. Riding on the microphone, process. All the people in the dance with the three that way. Qualified to represent the LBC. Everybody, right into the rhythm, nigga, yes. Summertime.
Hey, Fred. Hey, Patty. Hey, Justine. Hey, Patricia. Hey, Alvaro. Hey, Jeremy. Oh, my goodness. I can't go down the list. I just can't. But I want to. Um, I've always said it's a lesson or a journey with me. And I had a heart attack last week because I was so angry at Leslie Wheeler, Palm Springs, California, Robert Bob Grappo, licensed real estate agent in the state of California, Paul Boychek, Bruce Anaxenia, Vice President of the San Francisco Department of Public Health, and my fiancée for 9 years, Princess Cameron. Yeah, it's a shame I turned out this way, isn't it? It's a shame I got so angry. Because 3 years ago I found a shooting star because I prayed for God's help. And he gave it to me, and you all said, no, he didn't. That's impossible. Really? Have you seen my body of work? Have you seen my portfolio? Do you know how many people can engineer, design, architect, sculpt, build, paint in this world? And you want me to act how? What do you want me to do? Be a nice guy? I have been. I was nice 3 years ago when I asked you to say my partner had a stroke. He's out of his fucking mind. Step up. DA Joe Cardone of Orleans County, New York. What the hell? What the hell? You do not deserve to be reelected. I have a voice. I'm right here. I have a voice bigger than yours. Because the people back there they want it easy, apparently, because you did nothing but assist these guys in assaulting me. I'm better now. I'm going to my meetings. I do 3-4 a day. I go in there and piss people off too. Because I got something to say. I'm an artist. I'm a designer. I'm a builder. I'm a construction worker. I'm a janitor. I'm Jeffrey Spakes, the artist. Google me. Then Google yourself. Yeah, I live to a higher standard than the ones that you do. I don't go to a church. I live in it. I live it every day. And I have my whole life. Why am I mad? Because I am disgusted with humanity. Are you kidding me? If you saw my car, the entire everything inside is all white paper taped to the windows. Someone asked me, how did you drive here? I looked between the sheets. Do you know what the white paper movement is, folks? Some of you might. You want to see more of the studio? Oh, it continues on over here, but it's nighttime. And I'm fired up. Oh, speaking of the fire, isn't that lovely? People say I look like a maniac. Okay. I have zero debt. No car payments. No credit card bills. No house payment. How are you doing? I'm 59 years old. And I have zero debt. I can do whatever I want, whenever I want, and I do. What do you do? Do you make a difference in anyone's life? Certainly haven't made one in mine. Challenge me. Come on. I don't even know what to say to humanity these days, other than you fucked it up. Really horrible. Let's see, Patricia. Oh, you got the babies. You can't make phone calls. Okay, you're busy. Jared, what you doing? How about my beautiful niece? You were telling me how you thought you should come out. Yeah, I thought you should too. Okay, so I rely on spirit. That's my helper. I think he's done a pretty good job, don't you? So I'm going to enjoy my freaking life and my fire. And I'm working on some great art over here. You wouldn't believe it. But I wish it could be less caustic. But at this moment, I just can't. So I'm going to go ahead and end this stream. And I'm going to post it on YouTube. So you understand. I can't reach you and you can't reach me. I'll go check the mailbox right now and see if any of you sent me anything. Why don't I do that? In the meantime, enjoy the fire. So it appears we're pretty popular here. This is in the mailbox. All right, so I'm going to check out the mail and put on something a little warmer and sit by the fire. Do you get me yet? I don't really care. The white paper movement. I have the asteroid Vesta and Mars.